This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Getting set for all the action on what my idol Vin Scully would have said was a beautiful afternoon here in the Sunshine State. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Getting ready at Wetlands Golf and Country Club. An interesting layout, Frank. The players are ready to go, and what are you thinking about as you get set to tee off?
Well, you're thinking about you're going to play a long golf course, sort of mid-7,000 yard range, but this is a golf course that you actually do get to hit your driver more often than not. So it's a good driving golf course. Green's relatively flat as well, but be careful if you're a little weak of heart. Look left or right, you might see the odd gator or two.
Really good opening hole here at the Wetlands. It's a par 5, and it is all you want at 660 yards. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. And setting up here in the rough. So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
Now the third shot at the par 5. That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Fourth shot, wants to get this close. Frank, what's so compelling about rivalries in sports is that athletes need each other if they're going to go to great heights. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to solidify his legend. Jack Nicklaus probably needed Arnold Palmer to go to a place that he had not been. And I think that's true across the board as we look at rivalries in sports.
I think it defines careers, Rich. It's not until those players retire that they realized how important it was to have that foe. You know, so often we're living in the present like we are now with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. And it's not for years to come that we'll realize the sport wouldn't have been the same with one without the other.
Bit of a stumble out of the gates, Frank.
Oh, very shaky, very shaky. So he's got to pull himself together right now.
Trying to get out of here with just one drop shot. This is for bogey. +1 in the early going. On to the second hole, par 3 of 225 yards. Good hole, Frank.
It certainly is, and the two bunkers, one left and one right, they remind you where not to go, but they don't really encroach on the green. So stay with a positive attitude on that tee, and you'll find that green is plenty big enough.
And into the thicker stuff.
Let's see if he can bludgeon this one out.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, not close, but not bad either.
You can always make the odd 20-footer, and that's exactly how far they are away.
Looks good. Might like it. Oh, they're going to love it. What a putt. The third hole here at the Wetlands is a par 4, 460 yards. Frank, it appears to be a pretty straightforward tee shot.
It is, and actually, Rich, when I was watching the web.com event here, this is where I saw those young, talented players really take advantage of a hole like this. Just ramrod straight. They teed it up and just ripped it down there, and these are the sort of holes they can often make 3 on. Bunkers sort of short, left and right. Plenty of green to work with. A nice high-flying second shot will be well rewarded here.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Well, that was just a lousy putt right there. No other way to say it. So a tester from 4 feet. Bit of a struggle early on at 3 over. Wow, check this out, Frank. Par 3 fourth, 250 yards. This is a really cool hole.
It is. You tee off and that tee shot right across the swampland into a crescent-shaped green. And, of course, it is protected by that bunker that just cuts in. It doesn't give you very much depth on that middle line of the green. So if the pin's in the middle, that's when the hole plays its most difficult.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. So that one settles about 18 feet away from the cup. Pretty good shot.
It's at sneaky distance.
Frank, amazing how this hole has gotten away.
Yeah, he's not Robinson Crusoe. Happened to everybody that's played this game.
Trying to limit the damage here. This putt is for bogey. Frank, he needs to right the ship in a hurry. That's a bogey right there.
Well, he's got to sort of wipe the memory banks too. He's still dwelling, I think, on that double bogey he made back there earlier in the round, and that's carried over into this, and it's affecting the way in which he's playing.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special. So the shot has landed, I'm not sure if it's on the mulch or in the mulch. Either way, it's in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, he doesn't have much of a shot you left.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him. It's no snack, though.
Boy, that hurts right there, Frank.
Yeah, he's got to knuckle down now, though, because, we've seen it before, Rich. Your 2 putts turn into 3, 4. So make sure you can limit the damage here.
So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. On to the par 4 6th here at the Wetlands. And Frank, how does that water factor into the way you play this hole?
It bisects this fairway beautifully, Rich. 233 yards to the run out on the first section of fairway, and that might be worth considering for the short hitters to try and flash it across the narrowest part of those wetlands. 276 yards, and of course the more horsepower you got, actually the easier this tee shot becomes.
The second shot now to the par 4. On the dance floor here at the 6th, but still a pretty hard putt coming up, about 30 feet away. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Almost. Wow. That was not a very good read right there. This would be a good time to reverse the slide. 5 over par on the day. Here at the par 5 7th at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club, 592 yards. Frank, way offline all day long.
Yeah, this is a head scratcher, really. Seen him play before. Normally much better than this. This is abnormal, that's for sure. See that bit with a mow? That's fairway. Try and get it in there.
Just a little offline, so now, Frank, he's going to have to deal with a rough.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how strong he is.
Birdie try up next. Locked in on the read and the speed. Frank, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
Trying to move on with a par in his pocket. Don't leave it short. Wow. And he makes it for a bogey here. Eighth hole here at the Wetlands, par 3, 203 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, actually, but you have to have a little look at your yardage book because that front bunker will make this hole look a little shorter to the eye than actually what it plays. Green gets a little narrow as it gets deeper, but flat and, well, I wouldn't say easy. 3 here, not too bad. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Moves to 5 over. The 9th hole, Frank, is a muscular par 5, 621 yards.
You see why length is a huge advantage of this golf course, just under 7,700 yards. This hole here, another example, good tee shot. Perhaps think of going for the par 5 and 2, but a great collection of 3 bunkers that sort of annoy you with your layup there. Got to make sure you avoid all of those to leave yourself a nice little wedge shot in here if you can't reach it in 2.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Now his 3rd, staring right at the green. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Playing a par 5, Frank, what happened on that 3rd shot?
Yeah, it's a poor decision. But, well, hopefully he can eradicate that from the memory banks and really knuckle down on this. Do not want to drop a shot or make 6 here.
And he's made it onto the green now. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Frank, the nice thing about golf is we have that little break in between nines. And if it's not going well, and that's the case right here, player has a chance to turn it around.
Yeah, this is where you have to dig into your memory bank. Obviously what you've done wasn't working, so you know what not to do.
Stumbled out of the gates, but now on solid footing, getting ready for this approach shot.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Good putt. Par 4 11th hole, 443 yards. Frank, what's the best way to play it?
Nice straight drive off the tee, then really reduces this par 4 to size. Then those bunkers short and left don't really cause an issue. Green's a little tiny though, but even if you miss the green a little bit on the right side, it's a relatively simple chip.
That was just a beautiful drive. He hit it solid and right in the middle. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Ball sitting down here in the rough, he's digging in. Get down! Lay down!
Well, from in trouble, Rich, at least he's back in play.
On the fairway from the rough. And he's set up for his fourth shot here, looking to get it on the green with this. Didn't cover the flagstick on that one, but on the green, safely, with about 30 feet to go. Facing 29 feet. Frank, he might like this one. He might. Oh, what a putt from long distance, bottom of the barrel. Stepping up to the tee at the first par 5 on this back nine. It's the 12th, and it is 576 yards.
Yeah, this hole bends to the right, opposite direction to what 11 does. A good tee shot, and you can actually think about reaching this par 5 and 2, but anything around the front or front left, still going to leave a relatively simple pitch shot. So when you stand on that tee, think of birdie at least here.
Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
Chance to get it close here. Frank, not where he wants to be, but not out of the hole here at the par 5.
No, but Rich, to drop a shot here would really set him backwards.
Solid play, heart of the green. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Here we go at the par 4 13th, 452 yards. What's the best angle of attack?
The straight line really is the best way here, like a lot of holes on the golf course. But straight, as we know, is not often easy. Fairway does start to widen up the further out there you get it. So for the longer hitters, this hole actually plays relatively easy. For the shorter hitters in that narrow area, that'll leave you a lengthy second shot where you just might have to bisect the two front greenside bunkers.
Now playing the second here at the par 4. This one looks right on point. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
So a tester from 4 feet. Has the putt, and now at 6 over par. Good par 3 here at the 14th. It's a little bit more than 200 yards, Frank.
And there's a bunker short, so you've got to fly that coming in there. And if you do miss time one, that's when that body of water to the right really comes into play. Typical Floridian golf, but high-flying, soft-landing tee shot, once again, is the goal.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. And yet again, he has hit it off the tee and into the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Great shot coming out of that bunker right there.
Showing some skills today.
Needs this for par. Well, Frank, you hear it so often. This is a game of dealing with your miscues.
That's the beauty of this game of golf. It giveth and it taketh away.
Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
Well, double par here. Time to pick up and move on. Stepping up here on the 15th tee at the Wetlands, this is a 590-yard par 5. But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway.
Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. Settles in over the putt. Well, thank you at last. A birdie. That was a long time coming, Frank.
Yeah, finally he strung some shots together. Now, if all of a sudden he can do the same on the next hole, he might just get a run going.
Moving to the 16th hole here at the Wetlands, 455-yard par 4, and you can see, Frank, that green is heavily guarded.
And consequently, you're really going to have to judge that second shot. Know your yardage, and also a good strike's required to safely keep the ball on the putting surface.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait. And at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
"13 feet away."
Unlucky for some, but very makeable, really. This is an awkward length.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
So they'll tap in. Everything has gone wrong today. Just continues to be ugly. 17th at the Wetlands, par 3, 238 yards. Frank, how would you describe this hole?
Well, it's a hole really that shapes up well for a nice little high draw. See the angle of the green pointing slightly to the right. A nice little draw into this par 3, and that'll find the nice avenue. Maybe a kick forward, 15, 20 feet left for birdie. And if you birdied 16, chance to birdie 17 as well. It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Not quite where he was aiming, but still enough room to get it up and down. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Oh, yeah, he's going to love that one, Frank. Sensational effort.
Oh, just eat that up.
Well, this is it, Frank, the 18th hole. And on paper, it looks like you can get this one. You can make a birdie because it's only 377 yards.
You're exactly right, Rich. Just a nice drive. Doesn't even have to be a driver here. It's going to set you up really short iron wedge into this short par 4. And well, I always like to finish on a birdie. I know you do too, because a little walk to the clubhouse there on the left, maybe a hot dog or a hamburger. That's an absolute beauty.
Down the hill here, going to play shorter. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. And it makes the green in regulation.
Oh, another one goes in.
Frank, you don't get it every day. The game is just too hard.
No, you've got to play with it though. The swings, the turns, you're on a roundabout.